I am really excited today because we're gonna dip some gorgeous pieces of wood in some resin. And this is maple burl wood. And as many of you know, if you've looked at my video about my different passions and things I like to create, I've done a couple of live edge tables and desks, and I'm very interested in all of this dynamic. So I can't wait to show you what we're gonna do with it. Okay, come on. Safety first. Maple burl wood is so stunning. You have little mountains on one side, and on the other you can see the actual burl knots. I've selected 2 pieces for our project. I take tape to get off any type of debris before I pour my mold. Today I'll be using a metallic beige alcohol ink. Always shake it well because the pigments fall to the bottom, and also a light olive chameleon iridescent powder. Adding my 1-to-1 ratio of resin. Really make sure to measure out your parts equally and follow directions. If you don't, you'll come up with a sad surprise. Resin is a science. Here I'm adding that chameleon iridescent just on the very first layer of this project. And the metallic beige alcohol, there it goes. So pretty as it disperses. I let it do its thing, and then I want to play with it a little bit, so I take my toothpick and begin to swirl. I love this. Let's take a look again. How gorgeous it is. So grateful for such beautiful things that our nature provides us. Okay, here we go. I want it right out there. Let it do what it's gonna do. Imagine it's gonna sink to some degree, but it's pretty light. First layer is done. You don't pour too deeply as it will get too hot. I want to blow out some of the bubbles, so I use my heat gun. This layer dried for about 24 hours. Now I'm going to add another little piece. I want it to float so that there's depth in this project. Getting every bit of my resin. Adding a little more for the second layer of my pour project. Placing my precious little burl piece for the second layer. I see some bubbles, so I apply my heat gun just to pop some of them. I don't mind some of the bubbles in there because this is a very fluid and liquid piece. Alcohol ink magic. It just gives a little taste of waves around these beautiful pieces of wood. A little heat gun application. And now, the next day, we are off to pouring our third layer. As this is the top layer, I'm just giving it a little bit, a kiss of color and shape to the edges. And my heat gun to pop final bubbles. So we've done 3 layers of resin, and nice and hard. I did allow it to dry again for at least 2 days. Yeah, it's been 2 days. So I have some ideas about this, but let's first take it out and let's see how pretty this is. As I'm taking it out, unfortunately, I do cut myself just a little. Okay, so I did cut myself because the edges of this are very sharp. So I just brought some gloves. All right, oh yeah, this is just stunning. See, I was so close before. Okay, dope. So happy about this piece. It turned out exactly as I wanted it to with the layers. I had depth, I had movement with the alcohol inks, and I love the way I could see it from the side as well as from the top. I could have gotten rid of some of the bubbles below by putting it on a heating mat. I didn't mind the amount of bubbles that were in this piece because this is water to me. Thank you so much for taking this first time journey for me to submerge my beautiful burl wood in resin.